Actually, what I hope for poetry is I hope more people get into it. Like, you know, how people that book Jogging came out and everybody got into running and jogging. I hope something comes out or people start getting into poetry, just first starting to write it, because that'll get them engaged and that'll make for better readers. For all of us writing all of the stuff that we want good readers, so good readers come from practice.
What about kids?
Practice right.
How do we make kids like poetry?
How do we make kids like poetry?
Yeah.
We just have faith that they like it, first of all. There's this assumption that they don't.
We just gotta show it to them.
Yeah.
You know?
Lots of people, they come to readings, they come to wherever, and they're always, you know, easily blown away because their idea, their preconception about poetry and poetry reading is so really kind of boring. And so it's easy to prove them wrong. And the fact is, most of us, at least in this town, are pretty crazy, and most writers are kind of crazy, and it makes for entertainment.
What would you say about, you know, some people are saying that right now there's a bit of an artistic renaissance going on in Calgary, especially with the writing and poetry scene, and maybe on all fronts. On all fronts.
Bigger than a renaissance.
Yeah. So like the quality of art being produced in Calgary, like per capita, we're outdoing Toronto and Montreal and Vancouver. So.
Well,
so what do you think about that?
Well,
like,
the thing I think about that is we're kind of trying to figure out how to word about poetry kind of being about education. I'm not saying, you know, within it is, you know, you have lessons or whatever it is, but within that language and within art especially, it's an educational tool, and it's actually a huge way in which we communicate dreams and ideas and philosophies. And for me, I figured since we're going into the fifth world, and I was reading this good philosophy stuff about the emergence of these cities, like Atlantis emerged. There's a time and a place where these places emerge, and all this knowledge is there, and it's there to be learned and developed, right? And it's here. All the knowledge is the school is erupting here, and spiritually, you know, you talk about like our poets born or made or whatever we are, like reincarnation. And I figure everybody who's in the know spiritually is drawn here. It's mythology. It doesn't mean it's true.
Do you think it has something to do with the Rocky Mountains? What are your thoughts about the Rocky Mountains?
That's a good one. Actually, that's a really good one, because definitely, you know, the connection to the planet, like to the Earth, is huge. I always wondered about that kind of Hopi territory, and like, does that extend up the mountains? Do we, like, definitely, you talk to a lot of people, especially this community is awesome because they're all crazy. And you talk to some people about why they came to Calgary. A lot of people said God told them to come to Calgary. There's going to be nuclear war, and at least it's safe there, and you can head to the mountains if you need to.